Okay, so not sure if I'm live or not, but I seem to be. So let's check. Yeah. Oh, okay. Cool. Right. Hopefully you can hear me well. Should be able to. Because I'm recording through OBS, and I know that this audio is pretty good. So, um, I'm just kind of curious to see if anybody joins. Oh, excellent. That's good. Um, changed my banner. I'm also going to upload a number of videos. I've realized I should really try to start growing this channel since I'm already at 300 subs. Before long, I can get to 1,000. Maybe with just a couple more videos. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, what I'm going to do is actually unlist or delete the videos on my other channel that I've uploaded because they've gotten very few views, and I'm going to upload them here and see how they do here since this channel is significantly larger, although granted it might be, well, it's at least somewhat dead, but it's one reason why I'm doing this stream, to see if it's completely dead. We'll see if anybody joins, but that's right, there's this, so it's weird looking at, okay, let me just go to here. So today I thought I would read some Proverbs, the Bible. Started reading it yesterday. It's better. I've had this Bible for a long time. It's a little bit worn, but still doing pretty good, all things considered. Let's see now if I can. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out, can I move the mic that way without unscrewing it? I thought I could. I did somehow, I thought, but well, whatever. That's really fine, so that works. I read Proverbs last night at like 11:30 or something, 11 o'clock. I read Proverbs 1 through 8, or no, 9, I think. Yeah. So I'm going to read starting in Proverbs 10. Okay. The Proverbs of Solomon. The Proverbs of Solomon. A wise son makes a glad father, but a foolish son is a sorrow to his mother. Treasures gained by wickedness do not profit, but righteousness delivers from death. The Lord does not let the righteous go hungry, but he thwarts the craving of the wicked. A slack hand causes poverty, but the hand of the diligent makes rich. He who gathers in summer is a prudent son, but he who sleeps in harvest is a son who brings shame. Blessings are on the head of the righteous, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence. The memory of the righteous is a blessing, but the name of the wicked will rot. The wise of heart will receive commandments, but a babbling fool will come to ruin. Whoever walks in integrity walks securely, but he who makes his ways crooked will be found out. Whoever winks the eye causes trouble, and a babbling fool will come to ruin. It's interesting. It's a repetition of that same exact phrase. Well, actually, it was but a babbling fool, and a babbling fool. The mouth of the righteous is a fountain of life, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence. Hatred stirs up strife, but love covers all offenses. On the lips of him who has understanding, wisdom is found, but a rod is for the back of him who lacks sense. The wise lay up knowledge, but the mouth of a fool brings ruin near. A rich man's wealth is his strong city. The poverty of the poor is their ruin. The wage of the righteous leads to life, the gain of the wicked to sin. Whoever heeds instruction is on the path to life, but he who rejects reproof leads others astray. The one who conceals hatred has lying lips, and whoever utters slander is a fool. When words are many, transgression is not lacking, but whoever restrains his lips is prudent. Sorry, I just realized there was how it'll have like the little number, what's it called? It's like a squared symbol, but it's that kind of like small number up to the right of the word of a word, and I'm trying to figure out which one this one is. I don't know. I don't see it. Strange. Oh, maybe it's over here. The tongue of the righteous is choice silver. The heart of the wicked is of little worth. The lips of the righteous feed many, but fools die for lack of sense. Blessing of the Lord makes rich, and he adds no sorrow with it. Doing wrong is like a joke to a fool, but wisdom is pleasure to a man of understanding. What the wicked dreads will come upon him, but the desire of the righteous will be granted. When the tempest passes, the wicked is no more, but the righteous is established forever. I'm trying to think of tempest. When the tempest passes. I think that means time, essentially, when time passes. I'm pretty sure that's what that means. Like vinegar to the teeth and smoke to the eyes, so is the sluggard to those who send him. The fear of the Lord prolongs life, but the years of the wicked will be short. The hope of the righteous brings joy, but the expectation of the wicked will perish. The way of the Lord is a stronghold to the blameless, but destruction to evildoers. The righteous will never be removed, but the wicked will not dwell in the land. The mouth of the righteous brings forth wisdom, but the perverse tongue will be cut off. The lips of the righteous know what is acceptable, but the mouth of the wicked what is perverse. That's the end of chapter 10. So, yeah, I didn't see the little... Oh, there it is. The blessing of the Lord makes rich, and he has no sorrow with it. Or and tail... What? Or and toil adds nothing to it. Okay. Now, I'll mention a couple things, which is like chapters 1 through 10, a couple themes, I guess, were wisdom and understanding and the importance of those two things. And it also talks, I think, 3 different times between Proverbs 1 through 10 about the adulterer or the... What's the other word? Yeah, the adulteress. Oh, yeah, the adulteress, I guess. And what's the other word that it's... Yeah, they're the foreign woman. That's Hebrew. Hebrew, it says the foreign woman. But, yeah. But it talks a lot about wisdom, trusting in the Lord. Trust in the Lord with all your heart is Proverbs 3. Father's wise instruction. The call of wisdom, right? The beginning of knowledge. The enticement of sinners. I actually have memorized some of this. Like I remember at one point I memorized Proverbs 2 for like a little project thing that our church youth group did a number of years back. Gosh, probably 9 years ago, something like that. Yeah, probably. No, I think I was like 15. So like 7 years ago, maybe. Yeah, it's more accurate. About 7 years ago, probably. But yeah. So, where was I? I mean, how many? There's 30 Proverbs, right? Because you can read one every day. Or is it 31? So I could honestly read all of these. It wouldn't take too long. Yeah, 31. All right, Proverbs 11. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. When pride comes, then comes disgrace, but with the humble is wisdom. The integrity of the upright guides them, but the crookedness of the treacherous destroys them. Riches do not profit in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivers from death. It's quite a statement. The righteousness of the blameless keeps his way straight, but the wicked falls by his own wickedness. The righteousness of the upright delivers them, but the treacherous are taken captive by their lust. When the wicked dies, his hope will perish, and the expectation of wealth perishes too. Wealth, or of his strength, or of iniquity. I was trying to, hold on, real quick, but the treacherous are taken captive by their lust. Not sure if that means desire for wealth or money. No, I don't think so. I think it just means lust in the traditional sense. But perhaps it could also be talking about money and desire to shed blood, perhaps. Okay, let's see. The righteous is delivered from trouble, and the wicked walks into it instead. With his mouth, the godless man would destroy his neighbor, but by knowledge the righteous are delivered. When it goes well with the righteous, the city rejoices, and when the wicked perish, there are shouts of gladness. By the blessing of the upright, a city is exalted, but by the mouth of the wicked it is overthrown. Whoever belittles his neighbor lacks sense, but a man of understanding remains silent. Whoever goes about slandering reveals secrets, but he who is trustworthy in spirit keeps a thing covered. When there is no guidance, a people falls, but in an abundance of counselors there is safety. Whoever puts up security for a stranger will surely suffer harm, but he who hates striking hands and pledge is secure. A gracious woman gets honor, and violent men get riches. A man who is kind benefits himself, but a cruel man hurts himself. That's interesting. A man who is kind benefits himself, but a cruel man hurts himself. The wicked earn deceptive wages, but one who sows righteousness gets a sure reward. Whoever is steadfast in righteousness will live, but he who pursues evil will die. I imagine that's talking about life beyond the physical, right? Because we're all going to physically die one day. Those of crooked heart are an abomination to the Lord, but those of blameless ways are his delight. Be assured, an evil person will not go unpunished, but the offspring of the righteous will be delivered. Like a gold ring in a pig's snout is a beautiful woman without discretion. The desire of the righteous ends only in good, but the expectation of the wicked in wrath. One gives freely, yet grows all the richer. Another withholds what he should give and only suffers want. It's very interesting. One gives freely, yet grows all the richer. I'm not sure if it means... I'm guessing it's not talking about physical riches. But it could be. Maybe in some cases that's true. Whoever brings blessing will be enriched, and one who waters will himself be watered. The people curse him who holds back grain, but a blessing is on the head of him who sells it. Whoever diligently seeks good seeks favor or acceptance. But evil comes to him who searches for it. Whoever trusts in his riches will fall, but the righteous will flourish like a green leaf. Whoever troubles his own household will inherit the wind, and the fool will be servant to the wise of heart. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life, and whoever captures souls is wise. If the righteous is repaid on earth, how much more the wicked and the sinner? Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, here it's talking a lot about righteousness and the fact that evil does not go unpunished. An evil person will not go unpunished. Righteousness is the way to life. Those are the main ideas here. Okay. I was going to stop, but actually I've read this before, so I'll read this. Probably be done after this. Proverbs 12. Is anybody watching? I doubt it, but maybe. Nope. Doesn't look like it. Nobody. Nobody? No crime, Sean. Well, buddy, but nobody? No crime. Nobody? No crime. That's funny. Alright, whoever loves discipline loves knowledge, but he who hates reproof is stupid. A good man obtains favor from the Lord, but a man of evil devices he condemns. No one is established by wickedness, but the root of the righteous will never be moved. An excellent wife is the crown of her husband, but she who brings shame is like rottenness in his bones. The thoughts of the righteous are just, the counsels of the wicked are deceitful. The words of the wicked lie in wait for blood, but the mouth of the upright delivers them. Them meaning themselves, like the upright. Mouth of the upright delivers the upright, or delivers the people who are victim of those who lie in wait for blood. Not exactly certain about that, but The wicked are overthrown and are no more, but the house of the righteous will stand. A man is commended according to his good sense, but one of twisted mind is despised. Better to be lowly and have a servant than to play the great man and lack bread. Whoever is righteous has regard for the life of his beast, but the mercy of the wicked is cruel. Whoever works his land will have plenty of bread, but he who follows worthless pursuits lacks sense. Whoever is wicked covets the spoil of evildoers, but the root of the righteous bears fruit. An evil man is ensnared by the transgression of his lips, but the righteous escapes from trouble. From the fruit of his mouth a man is satisfied with good, and the word of a man's hand comes back to him. The work of a man's hand comes back to him. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but a wise man listens to advice. The vexation of a fool is known at once, but the prudent ignores an insult. Interesting. Ignores an insult. So I guess it's like when you're insulted. Oh, I see. Never mind. I misread that. I misinterpreted it. Basically, you shouldn't You should ignore insults, right? If you want to be prudent. Yeah. Whoever speaks the truth gives honest evidence, but a false witness utters deceit. Speak or breathes out. Hebrew says breathes out truth. Interesting. Does that mean you should talk while exhaling? I don't know. No, hold on. That's an idea, right? Because breath is life, and I mean, when you talk, unless you're talking like this, you exhale, right? So you are breathing out, I guess. Not necessarily, though. I mean, I guess you are inevitably, because for your vocal cords to vibrate, air has to escape. Anyway, all right, where was I? There's one whose rash words are like sword thrusts, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. That's something, man. See, okay, hold on. I gotta stop right there. That's an interesting idea, because Jordan Peterson has talked about this, and whatever you think of him, he is good when it comes to psychology. Like, he's at least knowledgeable when it comes to psychology, right? I think we can all agree on that, or most of us anyway. And he's talked about how there's this idea in psychotherapy that the exchange of truth is curative. It's a very cool idea, and this seems to be the same idea, essentially, right? I mean, the tongue of the wise brings healing, because if you're wise, like, you know what is truthful over time, you might say, or what axioms one should live by. And yeah, I mean, the tongue of the wise brings healing. It's like the exchange of truth is curative, is healing. Makes sense. I mean, because I think, from what I understand, there's like a plethora of clinical evidence to support that. So yeah, I mean, and also, and that also lines up perfectly with what, oh yeah, this page is torn. I need to tape that. Lines up perfectly with what I have found in my study of myself and my OCD, but also other psychopathologies such as schizophrenia and psychopathy, which I want to study in more depth. But yeah, so, well, I believe the Bible is 100% true, unless we mistranslated it, but I don't think we mistranslated that. So yeah, it is true. Like, the exchange of truth is curative. So I feel like that's something that's worth reminding yourself of every day for the rest of your life. Yeah, so truthful lips endure forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment. Deceit is in the heart of those who devise evil, but those who plan peace have joy. No ill befalls the righteous, but the wicked are filled with trouble. That's quite the claim. No ill befalls the righteous. What does it mean by ill? Like something truly detrimental or damaging? Something like that? Maybe. But the wicked are filled with trouble. Like you might get sick if you're righteous. Although if you're truly striving to be righteous, maybe the promise there is that you will not become physically ill. But it doesn't say physical illness. It says ill. I guess maybe what it's saying maybe is that no true illness. Like, it doesn't say true illness, though. I don't know. I'm trying to interpret this correctly, but yeah. Lying lips are an abomination to the Lord, but those who act faithfully are his delight. A prudent man conceals knowledge, but the heart of fools proclaims folly. The hand of the diligent will rule, while the slothful will be put to forced labor. Anxiety in a man's heart weighs him down, but a good word makes him glad. One who is righteous is a guide to his neighbor, but the way of the wicked leads them astray. Neighbor or the righteous chooses his friends carefully. Oh, I've heard that, yeah. Whoever is slothful will not roast his game, but the diligent man will get precious wealth. And the path of righteousness is life, and in its pathway there is no death. Again, that same idea. It's like repeats it, just like to make sure we get it. Like, righteousness is the way to life, and yeah, wickedness is the way to death. I mean, but also another thing I've noticed, which you probably have noticed too, is I'll stop right there for now. Is that it talks many times about the tongue, right? And again, like I've said this before, I'll say it again, probably until the day I die. Reality is made up of words, so far as I can tell. And I mean, the Bible says that God spoke everything into existence, and also we're made in the image of God. So, keeping that in mind, it seems logical to say that we speak reality into existence, although not in the manner that God did, but we still do. It's just the process is different, and that's what I've attempted to say and delineate using, well, this diagram that, 2 views. How about that? Came here for 6 seconds. Oh, shoot. That's something, I guess. It's better than nothing, I suppose. So, but yeah, so I mean, and I'll upload that video here in a minute. It's probably already on my channel if you're watching this, but yeah, so it talks about the tongue and speaking truth, right? That's the fundamental. It's like that's other than loving God and loving people, which again Jesus said when he was asked by a Pharisee. I'm pretty sure it was a Pharisee. Out of all the 10 commandments, which of these is the greatest? And that's like an impossible question. But then Jesus, does something genius because he can and because he's God. And he said, essentially, I've extracted the 2 fundamental ideas that the 10 commandments are based on. And here they are. Love the Lord your God. I think he said love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, and strength, I think. And love your neighbor as yourself. And so, other than those 2 things, I think the third thing would be speaking truth, striving to speak truth as much as you can. And, yeah, well, that's a big idea. Again, Proverbs, I think there's a reason why it emphasizes the tongue and that idea. Speaking truth is the way to life. And, again, the idea that the words of the wise produce healing or bring about healing, you might say, cause healing. Those are all pretty accurate. And, well, I'd say that those are all accurate. And, which again is the idea, I think the deeper idea behind that is that, again, the exchange of truth is curative, is healing. And it makes sense because, like, Jesus could heal people by touching them or by being touched, right? And although he didn't have to, I mean, he was God after all and is God. But yeah, like he said, I'm the way, the truth, and the life, right? So it makes sense, right? He is the truth, literally like the embodiment of truth. So, yeah, I mean, it's quite remarkable, It's really something what he did on the cross. It's really something. I mean, yeah. So, anyway, I'm going to end it there. Didn't mean to get all serious, but hey, I mean, it's worth thinking about. So, and my AVD went up. Interesting. So, all right, well, I'm going to end it there, and I guess I will, I don't know. I'm going to memorize a dictionary. I've started memorizing a dictionary, this one, and, oh yeah, it's lagged, but whatever. Just started, really, but I'm going to keep going, so stay tuned for that. You know what? Clip that. So, no, we need less than that. Go for there. Come on. Don't tell me it won't let me create a highlight that's that short. What? What are you doing, computer? You're being stupid. Huh? You got me confused now. Whatever. All right. No one's watching, but well, maybe someone's watching us afterwards. So, take care, y'all. Take care of yourself. Love God, love people. Strive to do that more every day. That's That's what I'm doing. Trying to, So, if you don't have a Bible, I highly recommend buying one. It is unparalleled in its depth, and the truths contained within it are unmatched in their value. So, yeah. With that being said, have an amazing day. I'm going to end this right at 25:25 and at 1:11 p.m. and 69. Okay. All right. Bye. Take care.